With Measure What Matters, John Doerr gives us first row seats to how he sets up businesses for success. And there are businesses like Google, Intel, Intuit, and several others. So big names, big brands. He worked for and with Dr. Andy Grove, who is the inventor of OKRs in the 1970s and may be referred to as the greatest manager of his era and maybe even any era of management until now. So I would divide this book into three sections. The first section discusses successes of businesses that were built upon OKRs, and the most impressive one may just be Operation Crush at Intel. Now, Motorola challenged them as the dominant market leader, and within just 9 or 10 months, Intel was able to turn around their research and development, their operations, and their sales to take a different approach in working with their clients and doing projects with their clients. And also within that same time frame, they've been able to turn around their business numbers. So it only took them 9 to 10 months to completely crush any attempts of their competition to challenge them as the market leader, which I think is a really impressive capability. Now, the second section of the book, I would say, covers the 5 superpowers of OKRs, which John Doerr refers to as FACTS: focus, alignment, commitment, tracking, and stretch, in terms of aiming for spectacular. And then the third section of the book discusses a broader look at OKRs in terms of continuous performance improvement in your organization. And his recommendation is continuous feedback reviews instead of the classic annual management by objective driven performance review. Now, those of you who've been following me for a bit of time know that I've already talked about OKRs in the past, and I'll share the link down below to the video I did on Radical Focus by Christina Wodtke. So why would I talk about them again? Well, Radical Focus gives us an introduction into how OKRs help set up teams and smaller organizations, or in this case a startup, up for great performance. Measure What Matters adds on that a look at corporate culture, a look at continuous performance improvement, and replacing these annual performance reviews with something John Doerr calls continuous feedback reviews. And also in Measure What Matters, there's Google's OKR guidelines included, which may just be a great starting point for large corporations who are looking to uplift their effectiveness at scale from leadership through management to every part of the organization. So putting it into a nutshell, if you're looking for OKRs as a way to set up your team or your department or startup up for success, for greater performance, then go for Radical Focus, because it's focusing on early and fast adoption of the tool itself, whereas Measure What Matters gives you the bigger framework to implement OKRs at a large corporation across business lines and also include it into your strategic planning. So enjoy reading those two, whichever is the one for you, and have fun with them, because leaders are learners.